Not only did Metamucil help me feel more regular, but my heart health saw the benefits too.
Metamucil. One simple routine, 4 health benefits. Digestive health starts here. Go to Metamucil.com for more details.
In a recent survey of 123,000 wireless customers, Pure Talk was the only wireless company to receive 5 stars in every category: coverage, support, value, and data. What else do you need to know? Switch to Pure Talk today and get any plan, including their top shelf unlimited data plan for just $15 a month for your first 3 months. No contract, no commitment. Dial pound 250, say micro, and let Pure Talk's U.S. customer service team help you make the switch.
Candidates in 4 states will make a final pitch today before the primary voting tomorrow in Connecticut and Vermont, Minnesota, and Wisconsin. After primaries last week in Michigan set up a very closely watched Senate race.
Republican Mike Rogers and Democrat Abdul El-Sayed are set to face off in the general election. Indiana Republican Jim Banks calls El-Sayed
the most extreme, socialist-leaning Democrat candidate in America.
El-Sayed says he is not a socialist. Rogers wants to be the first Republican Michigan senator since 2001, but Connecticut Democrat Chris Murphy called him
a candidate who is pro-corporate, who is pro-Trump, who is pro-war.
Both senators were on NBC's Meet the Press. Keeping the Michigan seat is considered important in Democrats' attempt to flip the Senate majority. Gernal Scott, Fox News.
At the movies, Spider-Man keeps weaving a record web.
Spider-Man Brand New Day swung to $144.5 million domestically in its second weekend.
I am totally out of control. I gotta fix whatever this is right now.
No movie's ever racked up a higher total faster, and it puts the Sony Marvel release on track to be among the biggest blockbusters ever after grabbing $1.67 billion worldwide in just 10 days. This Spider-Man has already passed Toy Story 5 to become the year's biggest movie. Meantime, Christopher Nolan's The Odyssey is having an epic run of its own, crossing $1 billion worldwide. Carmen Roberts, Fox News.
On Wall Street, stock futures are mixed before this week's trading, down for the Dow, up for the NASDAQ. After gains Friday, they lifted the S&P 500 to a record high close. Tonight, somebody could turn a $2 investment into a $905 million fortune. That's the Powerball jackpot. I'm Dave Anthony. This is Fox News.
News Talk 710 KURV, broadcasting from the Valley's All-American Truck Headquarters studio at PayneAutomall.com.
Happy Monday. It is now August 10th, 2026. This is the Valley's Morning News. News Talk 710 KURV is also online at Radio Para Mi. Go listen to us on your smartphone. Radio Para Mi. It's a free app. Show producer Fred Cruz, AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina. He's on standby. We'll take a look at another scorcher of a week, 100-plus temperatures. What about the Gulf? What about Texas travel? We'll visit all that here in just a little bit. Meantime, for some of the huerquillos in the area, it's time to go back to school. In fact, I was telling my producer, Freddie, he says Westlaco, one of the districts, it's starting up today. So good morning. There's going to be some school zones up there that are up and running. So we got many school districts that are up and running starting today. And with that, some new laws that teachers and administrators are having to adhere to.
We visualize those tickers that run alongside of the physical buildings in New York. Well, now it's certainly a strong possibility in Dallas. The current signage rules, though, wouldn't allow it. But the Dallas City Plan Commission gave their approval this week after hearing from the developer.
One of those new laws, now in effect, requires high school freshmen to pass a personal finance course, which experts say is needed. Texas financial planner Bill Dendy says this will help keep kids out of debt.
So many young people are making financial decisions that will impact the rest of their lives.
He says when kids get to college, they're bombarded with credit card offers. This will keep them out of trouble. Also, if they understand finance, he says it's likely they'll pick a better subject to study. Michael Board, News Talk 710 KURV.
This note from Central Texas up in San Antonio. Several city council members are calling for a moratorium on future development of data centers. The 3 city council members signed up for this. They're wanting a 90 to 180-day moratorium on any new data centers in Central Texas and up in San Antonio. It's 7:07 on the Valley's Morning News. The Food and Drug Administration is giving permission to some ranchers to use wound spray to help prevent any new cases of the New World screwworm.
The spray is called Click Extra. It can be applied on or around wounds on sheep, cattle, goats, and other animals. The FDA has concluded it's reasonable to believe that Click Extra may be effective in the prevention of NWS, and the potential benefits of the product outweigh its risks. It's an insect growth regulator that disrupts the development of larvae and halts their life cycle. Texas Ag Commissioner Sid Miller is applauding the FDA's decision to grant the emergency use authorization. He says every new weapon in the hands of those on the front lines strengthens the ability to defend American agriculture. Click Extra is available over the counter.
And Stephen Pickering with that report. Well, the heavens should be lighting up overnight. If you can get away from city lights, it's the Perseid meteor shower.
It happens as the Earth passes through the trail of debris left behind by the Swift-Tuttle comet, debris that burns up on hitting the atmosphere. The best time to watch will be overnight, Wednesday, August 12th through Thursday, August 13th, when a new moon offers darker skies. I'm Tammy Trujillo.
It's 7:08 on the Valley's Morning News. A little bit of pop culture. You can go fish on this on Google. Jury selection in the murder trial of the man accused of killing Robert Tupac is set to begin today in Vegas. Wow, how far back does that go? My goodness. Spider-Man #1 at the box office, $145 million at the box office. That would be a whopper, like a record for any other movie. What was it the first week, Freddie? Like $330 some odd million? Well, they made 145 this past weekend. And Elvis fans are descending on Memphis this week. It is Elvis Week 2026. This after he passed away 49 years ago. If he passed away, that was 49 years ago. He is 91 today, by the way. It's 7:09. It is AccuWeather time. And the AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina joining us. Let me say thank you first to Dougie at Martin Farm and Ranch. Balanced mineral nutrition for your herd. Grow them right at Martin Farm and Ranch with Purina certified feed. And meteorologist Jason Caterina joining us. Hey, were you an Elvis fan? You an Elvis fan?
Nah, not really. I like a couple of his songs.
No, I got one.
Tupac was killed in September of 96.
Oof, my goodness.
So almost 30
decades
to the day.
Almost
the trial is
years
set
ago.
to begin here.
Wow.
Yeah, wild.
Man, that's crazy. All right, we're talking about other stuff because there's really no change to the weather. It's just like 102 today, 103 tomorrow, 104 tomorrow, 107 by Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday night and Thursday should be really great nights, especially Wednesday night for meteor viewing there.
Okay,
should be clear Wednesday night. Thursday night could be partly cloudy, but Wednesday, Thursday night should be awesome for the meteor shower. And it's only getting down to 81 overnight, so it's not like it's going to be all that cool for viewing overnight.
So this on and off thunder shower activity we saw the past couple of days, 2-3 days. It was nice. A few areas got some rain. I don't know if you were able to gather any actual rain totals, but it popped up. It was short, intense in a few areas. Is that gone or
like
what?
Fire at the circus?
Yeah,
intense.
Are we done with that rain possibility?
Should be for the next couple of days. Yeah, it looks pretty dry for us the next 4 or 5 days.
And then Friday, you said thunderstorms Friday.
Yeah, it could be another chance as we head into Friday.
Okay. Would it be like what we saw this past week?
Yeah, absolutely.
One of those spotty shower possibility.
Yeah.
Okay. Tropical coverage 2026, Caribbean, Gulf. What you got? Computer
got some action out in the Atlantic. The hurricane experts are watching way out in the Atlantic right now, but a better chance the northern thing they're watching will develop, and that won't make any impact to anything. But there is a southern thing that they're watching, only giving it about a 10% chance to develop anything over the next 7 days. But that's taking a more southern route toward the southern islands in the Caribbean there. So if that were to form and move that way, it would have the potential to maybe come up the bowling alley there. So,
okay.
But you know, like I said, they're only giving that thing about a 10% chance it's going to do something at this point. And
Okay,
then,
it's fine. Well,
yeah.
something else to talk about. 'Cause,
Yeah.
we're bone dry. Texas bone dry too, right? Nothing.
Yeah, maybe
For
a
Texas
thunderstorm
travel.
this afternoon in Houston. That's about it.
That's about it. There's always a chance up there. Okay, pal. I'll cut you loose and talk to you next hour. That's
See you in a bit.
AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina on 710 KURV. On this, let's see what we got. Well, we're celebrating s'mores today. Graham crackers, marshmallows, and some chocolate. And let's see here. Oh, if you have a precious pooch, you probably do this every day, but today we celebrate. It's spoil your dog day, your precious pooch. And speaking of precious pooch, probably laying around all day doing nothing, it's National Lazy Day. Time is 7:13 on the Valley's Morning News. Coming up at about 7:16, 7:17, we'll share with you a conversation I had just moments back. Had a guest from the Institute for Leadership and Capital Projects, ILINCA. They have a lunch gathering on Thursday at the Harlingen Convention Center. We're looking forward to this, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Lord willing, that's the plan. I'll be there. Should be there. We'll be doing the Dog and Pony Show on Thursday, the Sergio Show from the Harlingen Convention Center. 2-hour show leading in to their lunch event at 11 a.m., 11 to 1:30. And they've got a pretty impressive lineup of folks who are experts in infrastructure, power, water issues, yes, and everything else that companies need coming to Texas or big projects need when they invest in Texas. And, of course, workforce issues as well. You'll be impressed with the lineup. I hope you can be a part of it, and we'll talk about that coming up with Jose Delgado, Vice President for ILINCA. That's coming up at 7:16 on the Valley's Morning News. And a focus now on the Texas economy. SpaceX is planning a major semiconductor plant in Grimes County. That would be northwest of Houston. A project that Governor Greg Abbott says would bring a multi-billion-dollar investment and thousands of jobs to Southeast Texas.
Governor Abbott says Texas was selected because of its workforce, infrastructure, and business climate. SpaceX says the 100 million square foot facility will produce logic, memory, and advanced chip packaging, supporting its future needs on Earth and in space. Jobs are expected to include engineers, technicians, and plant operators. Local school districts approved agreements connected to the project, which also has support from Grimes County and regional economic development leaders in the region.
Steve Randall, News Talk 710, KURV.
This one's for you, Freddie. Play the audio of that. In high school, football is cranking up, of course, getting ready for the school year in hopes of keeping students safe from the awful heat, 100-plus degree weather. The UIL has new safety protocols in place to protect your kids.
It's called the Wet Bulb Globe Temperature, a device that measures heat, humidity, wind speed, and solar radiation. Some schools have tried it out, but now it's required by the UIL for football or any outdoor sport and for marching band as well. Here's UIL Athletic Director Ray Cepeda.
One of the things that we felt like we could do a little bit better was to adopt the WBGT protocols as it relates to heat management and the practical implications that has for our practices.
If the WBGT reads too high, practices can be shortened or even called off. New protocols also mandate all schools stage an on-site rapid cooling zone featuring cold water immersion tubs filled with ice water just in case a student overheats.
Wow. Imagine that, Freddie. Go take a dunk in the ice pool. Wow. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Infrastructure issues, not only roads and pipes, but more importantly, water and electricity. We'll get a review this coming Thursday at ILINCA Gathering in Harlingen at the Convention Center. We'll talk about that next on 710 KURV.
Hair Volume from New Nordic will make your hair look thick and healthy. Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com or in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
Tune in weekdays to hear the Brad Sham Dallas Cowboys Report.
Hi again, everyone. This is today's Dallas Cowboys Report. I'm Brad Sham.
Brad Sham, the voice of the Dallas Cowboys, will bring you a daily look inside the Dallas Cowboys with highlights, interviews, and key matchups. Catch up on all the latest news from America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, as they make a run to the playoffs. The Brad Sham Dallas Cowboys Report. Brought to you by the Burt Ogden Auto Group and McAllen International Airport.
Every year, nearly 8,000 pets come through the doors of Palm Valley Animal Society. Animals who need safety, care, and a second chance. At PVAS, we're committed to giving every dog and cat the compassion they deserve, from life-saving medical care to loving new homes. But we can't do it alone. Your support helps us protect the most vulnerable animals in the Rio Grande Valley and build a more humane community for all. Visit pvastx.org or our social media to adopt, donate, or get involved today. Together, we save lives.
This segment is sponsored by McAllen International Airport.
It's another season of Houston Texans football. Tune in for the 2026 season home opener Sunday, September 13th. Kickoff at high noon.
Looking, going over the middle. A touchdown, Houston!
On your home for Houston Texans football. News Talk 710 KURV.
News Talk 710 KURV is your home for Astros baseball. So I'm guessing they're still on the West Coast, right, Freddie? Yeah. So the Astros at the Giants, 8:15 broadcast today and tomorrow night, 8:15 broadcast on 710 KURV. Come on, boys. We need some better pitching. We need more batting. We got to wake up those bats. Astros baseball made possible by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women. Want to give a heads up to all our engineers and architects and developers, contractors, and even individuals that are in the business of managing cities and counties, you guys that are involved in big capital projects. The Institute for Leadership and Capital Projects, iLinkUp, is coming up with a big event, Harlingen Convention Center, this Thursday at 11 a.m., and we're looking forward to providing a lead-in conversation, big show, the Sadko Show, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. this Thursday at the Harlingen Convention Center, right before the Institute for Leadership and Capital Projects had its big powwow on infrastructure and workforce issues. Jose Delgado, Vice President for iLinkUp here in the RGV. Welcome back, brother. How are you?
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sergio. It's good to be here.
All right, my man. So you and I were talking off air a little bit about the resiliency of the projects, how we expect projects that are setting up all the roads and the pipes and the lines and everything that is in the business of bringing in capital projects to the area. And that's going to get quite a conversation this Thursday. So who's showing up? Who's talking, participating in this panel? Which, by the way, I'm mentioning this because if you're an engineer, architect, contractor, developer, you're more than welcome to join the conversation on Thursday. Who's showing up? What are we doing on Thursday?
We're going to have a great panel. We have two panels, and also we have a keynote speaker. So this is going to be. It's going to feel like the time is going to fly, given the individuals that we're going to have. We're going to have there. We're going to have Mike Hoke, who is from the Public Utility Commission of Texas. He will be the keynote speaker. And then followed by that, we're going to have a couple of panels. One is going to be focusing on infrastructure, and the second one is going to be focusing on workforce and human capital. Now, for the first one, we're going to have Dale Fowler from AEP. He's going to be speaking He's going to be speaking on everything related to power, all that transmission lines that are being put in place. Yeah. He's going to be touching on the $3.26 billion investment all through South Texas and also West Texas that is happening right now.
That's a good topic to review. And you guys working for a living right now, you don't realize, some of y'all may not realize the big capital investments on electricity, the lines that are being brought down to bring more power to the area. Yes. And of course, with power being a topic number one, with data centers and other industry coming to the area. Yeah, that's a good one to review and ask some questions from AEP.
That is correct. Yeah. And also as it relates to power and also water, wastewater, we're going to have our very own Marilyn Gilbert for Brownsville PUB.
Good.
Who as well, just recently, by the way, she was elected to serve as the Texas Public Power Association President-elect for 2026-2027. Now, on the water security side, we're going to have Jerry Briones with Greater Brownsville Incentives Corporation as well.
Yes.
We're going to have Albert Escobedo for RGV Diesel to talk about the water security. And then on the human capital, this is for the second panel. We're going to have Dr. Gina Cano Monreal from TSTC, in addition to Marisela De Leon from RGV Lead.
Yeah.
So again, it's
Workforce.
the workforce.
Yeah.
Now, we're also going to have Andrea Figueroa Benton from Next Decade, along also with Mayor Sepulveda.
That's an awesome gathering of salient topics, very front page topics right now. Even lawmakers will be challenged to try to find solutions for power, water, and power.
That's right.
And that's a good panel. I bet some of these folks are going to be part of some of those committee hearings, and they'll be putting in their 2 cents next year. Yes, and of course, workforce issues.
That's right. That's right. So one thing to always understand is whenever there's a big investment plan for the region, really what these big companies are looking for, not always you're looking for those big incentives, tax incentives. Many times you're really looking into, do you have secured power? Do you have the reliability of power? Do you have water security? And along with that, do you have the workforce that those manufacturing, whether it's something in the aerospace, whether it's something on the industrial side, do you have the workforce? So that's why we have all this circle that is a closed loop. So whenever you have great infrastructure plus great workforce, really you have unstoppable growth.
Jose Delgado is vice president for the Institute for Leadership in Capital Projects. The acronym is ILinkUp. This coming Thursday at the Harlingen Convention Center at 11 in the morning, there is a powwow on precisely everything that he was talking about, all these experts on infrastructure, power, water, workforce issues. Come and be a part of it. You're still registering for the lunch at 11 in the morning. If you're an engineer, contractor, architect, developer, even in government, city, county government, this is a good place to come and brainstorm some solutions and ask some questions and present some challenges. This coming Thursday, 11 a.m. at the Harlingen Convention Center. ILinkUp gathering on infrastructure, power, water, and workforce issues. You can still register for it, right?
You can still register, but I want to say that we went ahead and opened it up even more.
Okay, get a few more seats.
The reality is we're going to try to lock it in this evening.
Okay.
Because we need to account for, obviously, how many people are going to be
That's
there.
true.
We need to control that.
Yeah, for
So if you can, please register no later than this evening.
Institute for Leadership and Capital Projects. There's a reason we do the video thing and also the online broadcast. You can rewind. If you missed the name, rewind on YouTube, KURV, rewind on Facebook, 710 KURV, and it's the Institute for Leadership and Capital Projects, Thursday, Harlingen Convention Center. We will be, the Sergio Show, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., broadcasting as lead-in to the event at 11 a.m., and hope you can join us for these worthwhile conversations on issues that are top of mind and very important. There is a reason, you mentioned workforce, there's a reason why Texas, and specifically the Valley and Brownsville and the port, we're landing the shipyard, landing the expanded liquefied natural gas nodes and the refinery, and of course Elon Musk and everything that he's doing, the thousands of people, because we do have the workforce, we have the young talent, we have the schools. There's a reason why we're landing, because if we didn't have, they wouldn't look at us twice.
Right.
They just go somewhere else, go to California somewhere, but we have it,
correct.
And we have to perfect, especially on the workforce side. A lot of work we need to do to perfect with the colleges, with even the high schools.
Yes.
They can provide that workforce.
Yes. There's a lot of emphasis in that right now with TSTC. Obviously, we also see it with South Texas College
Yes,
and
sir.
other colleges in the region. But that's going to be part of the discussion also in here on Thursday, the 13th.
Texas Southmost College, Texas A&M, UTRGV. I'm giving some
That's
love
right.
to those because, especially on the Texas A&M side with our campus here, and UTRGV, they'll be providing the engineers, all
Yes.
sorts of engineers.
Oh, yes.
That will be from the water systems for the desal, the water engineers for that. So yeah, on the electricity side and all these components that go into these naval craft, and Lord knows what else is coming down. Look, for folks that don't know about the Institute for Leadership and Capital Project, I want to give you a chance to tell the architects and the contractors and the engineers and all these people that are involved in building stuff, Why should they be a part of it? Like, what is the purpose for iLinkUp?
Yes. So the purpose of our link up is really to have discussions. So you can bring in the architects, the engineers, contractors, suppliers, and public owners. So you bring those together and you have discussions about the needs, about the challenges. So you create this platform in which all those under that umbrella, you have those conversations completely aside from having a project, specific project. Many times, each one of those groups, they have discussions about issues once you have a project in hand. The reality is the best value is if you have those conversations beforehand or after when you have lessons learned. And for an event like this one, I think it's so important to understand that even though there could be some investment in one specific city, it truly affects the entire valley for, again, not just for the architects, engineers, and contractors, but it's really going to impact as well small businesses, family businesses. So it really impacts the entire community as a whole.
I know that initially, when the Valley chapter was being, and a big thank you to Brian, Mr. G, Brian Godinez, God bless you, brother, for having the vision to bring a chapter down here. And let's let our community of professionals in this vein, which is on the construction side, engineering, and the contractors and all these developers, they're competitors, but they need to come together, lock arms, and understand what the issues are at hand. Power, water, workforce issues. All we need to talk about this as a community in order to find solutions. So that, yes, we're competitors, but at the same time, we need to work together to find solutions through the lawmakers in Austin or the local leadership and make sure we land and get the jobs for our developers, our contracts, for our engineers, make sure that our companies are the ones that are able to get that investment and make it a reality. That's why I think that's why I see the benefit from this association.
And that's right. And again, at the end of the day, we want for those businesses and those opportunities to come here to the Valley.
Yeah.
If we have reliable power, but we don't have the security on the water side, they're going to go somewhere else. If we don't have the workforce, but we have power and water, they're going to go somewhere else as far as this investment, these opportunities.
Yeah.
So to your point, that's why it's important to have, even though we could be competitors during the day between the architects, engineers, and contractors, we have to come together along with local officials and regional leaders.
Much like there's a synergy that we witness on the education side. It's wonderful to see that we are pumping out from high school level to adult high schools, to the colleges, and engineers to the university. We're pumping out the workforce little by little. We need it at a faster pace, and we see that synergy.
Yes.
We need that synergy as well within that professional class that is in the business of building things here in South Texas. How do they join you? I guess one way would be to show up on Thursday, right? Show up on Thursday, come shake hands, be a part of that lunch, and that way you can network with everybody.
We would like really, at the end of the day, we would like for people to register today.
Okay.
Because we know this is going to get packed. It's going to be completely sold out.
Okay.
But you can visit us on the following website. It's i-lincp.wildapricot.org. Again, I know it's not very easy. However, it's i-lincp.wildapricot.org. And then just look for the RGV chapter under events. You'll be able to find it there.
That's a reservation site. And as I mentioned earlier, because we do have this on video, look for 710 KURV on YouTube or X or Facebook, the broadcast from today, Monday. Again, the event is Thursday, the 13th. Rewind. It's Institute for Leadership in Capital Projects, RGV chapter. Go through the menu. You can Google it and find it online. There's a valley-wide focus to this organization. And you told me off here, just a quick mention, a tease, maybe you can come back and give me more information on the South Padre Island event in September.
Yes.
That's a big one. That's
a big one. We also have that one. On that one, we're going to be participating with AIA. This is the American Institute of Architects.
Okay.
They have a yearly function at the island. This is the Better Communities Conference. This is happening in September. We're going to have a panel session there to talk about resiliency. So we're bringing experts, local experts, and from other locations. We bring an individual, soon to be a doctor, from Florida, coming over here and to talk about resiliency, all aspects.
Okay, come back and join me. Let's get this one out of the way. Again, we'll see you at Harlingen at the Convention Center Thursday, the 13th. Well, I'll be broadcasting, Lord willing, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. And the lunch event, the gathering, the powwow 11 a.m. to 1:30, Institute for Leadership in Capital Projects. Jose Delgado, Vice President for the organization. Thanks for stopping by. We wish you the best, brother.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Valley's Morning News for a Monday. Your station for Astros baseball. And we got the Astros tonight at 8:15 against the Giants. Sports next on 710 KURV.
I'm Omar Ochoa, and my job is to take on insurance companies. After a storm damages your home or business, the insurance company already has a team protecting its interests. You should too. At the Omar Ochoa Law Firm, my team investigates the damage and fights to hold insurance companies accountable under your policy. Call the Omar Ochoa Law Firm today for a free consultation at 253-3121. That's 253-3121. The insurance company has a team. So should you.
Happy Monday from a precious family, friends of the station for many, many years. And man, when I look at these messages, I'm so honored that Mark and Carla McCaleb, they trust me to message to you something that you should do for the family that you love so much, but at a time when, and it's in the future for all of us, at a time when we know nothing. That's what the Bible says. The dead know nothing. But you still want the best. Right now, you want the best for your family. And at a time when you can't do anything. You can do something now. You can pre-plan, prepay to make things just a little bit easier for your immediate family. Could be your spouse, could be your kids, your parents. It's like life insurance, you know? It's like dealing with a financial advisor and making sure that all the assets are lined up and everybody's protected. Yeah, pre-plan, prepaying that funeral event is the same thing. My mom and dad did this for me, and I suggest that you do this for your immediate family. Carla McCaleb, or somebody from the McCaleb clan, they'll go to you. Call or text Carla McCaleb and set up that appointment and just take care of it, make all those decisions, prepay it, put it on the shelf, wait on the Lord. It's a wonderful, loving thing to do for your immediate family. Carla McCaleb. Call or text her for that appointment, 956-650-2841.
Day 28 without AC, 70 days until fall. There's no help in sight. I fear the water in the toilet bowl has evaporated.
Dad, just call Mighty Mike's.
No AC? Don't sweat it. Mighty Mike's Plumbing, Electric, and HVAC is your solution. Their comfort specialists will ensure you're sitting cool in the summer months. Visit callmightymike.com or dial 956-686-1353.
Get it right. Call Mighty Mike. Just one call to solve it all.
Your Houston Astros continue their West Coast trip as they visit the San Francisco Giants. Tune in tonight. First pitch at 8:45. Powered by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women and News Talk 710 KURV.
The 710 KURV Sports Desk is brought to you by Dr. T's Primary Care for Men and Women.
Astros faced off versus the Padres late last night and saw Dalton Varsho show up as the new Astro.
Varsho waiting for a 3-2. Trammell off second. Pitch by Vasquez. And Varsho cranks it pretty deep to right. Back is Tatis at the wall, looking up. See you later! First Astros home run for Dalton Varsho is a 2-run shot, and it's 2-0 Houston.
Unfortunately, that was the only offense for the night as the Astros fell to the Padres 2-7. They stay on the West Coast and start a series with the Giants tonight at 8:45. Rangers struggled versus the Orioles yesterday, and manager Skip Schumacher was asked postgame what were the issues in yesterday's game.
I thought actually we took some decent at-bats and we got the starter out pretty quick. Nimmo had a great day. We had some hard contact early, but we just couldn't hold their offense down, unfortunately, and they just kept adding on runs, and we scored 5 runs, but just obviously wasn't enough.
Rangers lose 10-5 and start a series with the Angels tonight at 8:30. I'm Trevor Beck with your TSN Sports Minute.
I'm on the baseball yesterday. The Dodgers' struggles continue. The back-to-back champions lost for the 8th time in 9 games, falling to Arizona 4-2. LA first baseman Freddie Freeman.
Baseball ups and downs. We're going to go through it. No one's worried in here. Just goes happens to be during the time where our pitching has been pitching good the last couple of games, and as an offense, we got to do better.
The Diamondbacks, with that win, remain in playoff position, tied with the Phillies for the second National League wild card. The Padres, who beat the Astros, are just a game back. I'm Matt McCoy.
AccuWeather says nasty hot. Got a 710 KURV heat alert for the area because, thank you, Freddie. You know, I'm so desperate for cooling off that actually I'm going to pretend that's like cooling rain. Showers, right? That's actually the sound of frying bacon. And it's good that Freddie plays this because we got some delicious bacon. On the North 10th Street, Lee's Pharmacy, they got some breakfast tacos, burgers with bacon, all that stuff. 102 today. Check on your family. Check on the vulnerable. Check those car seats on the way into the store. Make sure there's no baby in there. 102 today, 104 tomorrow, says AccuWeather. Right now it's 80 degrees across the valley. Border Bridge wait times. It's busy in Cameron County. So B&M Bridge at 1 hour, Gateway at 1 hour, and the Veterans Bridge last we saw still needed traffic. They had less than 10 minutes at that bridge. So you might want to do the UE from B&M and Gateway. Head over to Veterans. This is the Valley's Morning News. News Talk 710 KURV with some business news check of your money. Up next. Speaking of money, JP and Jeff giving you a chance to save some money at Amigo Power Equipment. If you need some Kubota equipment for the ranch and for the lease right now at Amigo Power Equipment, you could be driving away with a Kubota LX 2620 series tractor. Of course, these tractors from Kubota, always dependable, long-lasting, rugged equipment. They put all those different attachments, take care of all those things, like chop up stuff or punch some holes in the ground. Yeah, the LX 2620 Kubota tractor, you could be driving away with one from Amigo Power Equipment with 0% financing if you qualify, or $5,500 off now through September 30th. Everything I mentioned here, you can get details at KubotaUSA.com. Stop by, visit with JP and Jeff. Get the reliability of Kubota, the compact tractors. Stop by today at Amigo Power Equipment. Again, the LX 2620 series tractor, 0% financing if you qualify, up to $5,500 off now through September 30th at Amigo Power Equipment in Edinburgh for Kubota.
Sign Depot.
That is so annoying. Promise me you'll stop.
I am promising the best prices in town at the Sign Depot USA. That's what I'm promising. Yard signs under $3.
Yeah?
4x8 banners for $99.
No way.
4x8 campaign signs for under $18.
Nice.
Logos, wall murals, truck lettering, booster clubs, government signs, yada, yada, yada.
And you promise to never make another annoying commercial?
I never said that. Give us a call at 687-SIGN. That's 687-7446. Or visit us at SignDepotUSA.com.
Hi, this is Congresswoman Monica De La Cruz. Are you having difficulty getting answers from federal agencies? My office is here to help. Call us at 956-800-6069 to share your issue, and we will be in touch. Team De La Cruz is here to serve you. God bless. Paid for with official funds from the Office of Congresswoman De La Cruz.
Audio streaming on KURV.com. Powered by South Texas Buick GMC, McAllen Mission.
Your Money Now, brought to you by the Ryan and Brian Real Estate Team. Call 956-540-2536, 956-540-2536, or online at ryanandbrian.com.
I'm Nicole Murray with Your Money Now. It's the summer of Spider-Man.
You're the Spider-Man.
Can't tell anybody about this. Gotta keep it a secret. Spider-Man, Brand New Day, had another stunning performance in the U.S. over the weekend. Sony Pictures reports that the film raked in another $145 million. JP Morgan has raised its year-end target for the S&P 500 index to 8,000 from 7,800, citing confidence that AI investments by large companies would drive faster revenue growth. The brokerage also revised its S&P 500 earnings per share forecast to $365 for 2026 and to $420 for 2027. A bipartisan majority of Americans support more government rules for how social media companies conduct business. The Reuters poll comes as companies like Meta Platforms and Google's YouTube face mounting legal pressure over their treatment of young users. Futures are mixed ahead of inflation data later this week. That's Your Money Now.
First, it was the lettuce from Taylor Farms in California. Now it's the jalapenos, the jalapenos, Freddie. Possible salmonella contamination forcing Taylor Farms to recall jalapenos. Taylor Farms saying that the recalled products include salsas and guacamole, flagged after some fresh peppers were recalled by another distributor. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. Here's a check of AccuWeather.
Your 710 KURV AccuWeather forecast, increasingly hot over the next couple of days. Partly sunny, breezy today with highs in the upper 90s to low triple digits. The southeast winds 10 to 20 miles an hour. Breezy this evening, clear, warm, and humid tonight. Lows into the lower 80s with the southeast winds still at 10 to 20. Then mostly sunny, quite hot for us Tuesday. Highs in the upper 90s to almost 105. Then Wednesday, mostly sunny. Highs in the upper 90s to just over 105. I'm AccuWeather meteorologist Jason Caterina on the Valley's official weather station, 710 KURV.
It's 80 degrees at Starbase and nearby at the Cameron County Courthouse in downtown Brownsville, 80. Same thing across the board. It's 80 in West Local and Weslaco, 80 McAllen, Edinburgh, and Mission. Thank you for waking up this Monday with News Talk 710 KURV. Hope you're tuning in on your smartphone. Go get the free app, Radio Para Mi. We got Fox News and the latest on the Iran conflict. That's coming up in 2 minutes from Fox News on 710 KURV. Top real estate team in this region. It's the Ryan and Brian real estate team. You've ever asked yourself why you continue to see a for sale sign at your neighbor's house or down the street, right? You see a for sale sign. Why is that house still for sale? Why is it not moving? Well, I know why, because they did not call the Ryan and Brian real estate team. You see, the Ryan and Brian real estate team are super aggressive, and that's a good thing because they get the job done. In fact, so confident that they can sell your home, that they guarantee it. You guys have a sit down, talk about the date and the price. You guys agree on that? If your home is still in the market after that date, my friend Brian Reed, he'll buy that home. The Ryan and Brian real estate team, they'll get the job done. That guarantee gave Mark and Anna a lot of assurance when they sold their home here in the McAllen area. They needed to move to Cameron County. I wonder why. Seems like everybody's moving to Cameron County, Brownsville, all the jobs. Well, anyway, they needed to move to Cameron County. And like any home seller, well, they don't want to be stuck waiting forever. The Ryan and Brian real estate team and Lauren, a team member from the Ryan and Brian team, talked to them about how to get that guarantee. And unlike the neighbor's home, their home moved because of the aggressive and successful marketing system at the Ryan and Brian real estate team. In fact, it gave them a huge advantage that, their home sold and they were under contract in 5 days. Their neighbor's home hadn't sold. Their home sold in 5 days. That's the Ryan and Brian team difference. Call them today, 956-540-2536. The website, ryanandbrian.com. That's ryanandbrian.com.
If you're selling your home, don't be trying. Call Ryan and Brian. Go to ryanandbrian.com.
If you're looking to improve your overall health and have a better quality of life, Dr. T's Primary Care is the place to go. If you feel tired or stressed or less motivated, if you're moody or if you have trouble sleeping, Dr. T's Primary Care will evaluate you and work with you to address your health concerns, including testosterone or menopause treatment, peptide treatment, IV vitamin infusions. Their licensed staff will take the time to listen to you and work with you to improve your overall health. Check out the website, drtsprimarycare.com. Give them a call in the McAllen at 956-803-0058 in Harlingen, 956-368-5247.
Information to start your day.
The Valley's Morning News.
News Talk 710 KURV.
It's the Pulse of the 956. This is News Talk 710 KURV. That is also at Radio Para Mi, the free app, and producer Freddie, 7 o'clock hour, will place us at YouTube Live, X Live, Facebook Live. I mentioned all this because you can rewind. You missed a headline, you missed a little, go back and rewind. Get the phone number, get the website, things like that. It's at Facebook, X, YouTube Live as well. News Talk 710 KURV, a service of Jay Gonzalez Injury Attorneys, ready to fight for you. Call 1-800-CAR-CRASH.
Fox News, I'm CJ Papa. President Trump telling Axios we are low-keying it, choosing economic power over military might for now. Fox's Trey Yanks has more from Tel Aviv.
The Wall Street Journal reports for weeks President Trump has been laying the groundwork to declare victory in the Iran war should Tehran fully reopen the Strait of Hormuz, even floating the idea privately to senior aides that he's willing to walk away without a nuclear deal, U.S. officials said.
A Ukrainian drone attack today deep inside Russia.
The head of the Tatarstar region says a massive drone attack from Ukraine targeted industrial and civilian facilities in Nizhnekamsk. That city's home to oil refineries and a petrochemical plant.
Fox's Jonathan Savage, at least 13 are dead, including a child, 75 wounded. Feeling lucky, the Powerball tonight, the jackpot, $905 million. America's listening to Fox News.
City of Edinburgh gets ready to break ground on a building that will serve as a golf clubhouse and workforce resource center. It's a $7.2 million project. A Brownsville woman is facing charges for allegedly stealing thousands of dollars from her employer, Valley Cancer Associates. Harlingen police arrested Juliana Perez last week. She allegedly stole $750,000 through her actions. The Texas Stock Exchange is now a little closer to looking like an actual stock exchange. Got some audio for you. 3, 2, 1. Hang on, Freddie. Let me make sure this thing is off. 3, 2, 1. And here we go.
We visualize those tickers that run alongside of the physical buildings in New York. Well, now it's certainly a strong possibility in Dallas. The current signage rules, though, wouldn't allow it. But the Dallas City Plan Commission gave their approval this week after hearing from the developer.
It's one of the most noteworthy examples of Y'all Street and the focus on Dallas as a booming financial quarter. Tickers are universally and uniquely specific to stock exchanges.
The city council still has to give its approval. Assuming that happens, the ticker will run along two sides of the building on the north side of Clyde Warren Park, wrapping around one corner.
The Perseid meteor shower. Best days of the week to view that in ranch country. Obviously, you need to get away from city lights. That would be Wednesday through Friday. And, you know, about 70% of the nation's school-age kids, the huerquillos, go back to school this month. We got several of them in the Valley going to school today, and of course, with that comes a lot of stress.
Psychology Today says nearly 60% of kids returning to school are not happy about it. Doctors say parents should look for stress and anxiety in kids returning to the classroom. They recommend easing the transition by starting a school routine at least a week before classes start.
Too late.
Adjust bedtimes and wake-up times to their school schedule. Establish breakfast and lunch routines and validate anxiety about the demands of school because psychologists say they're real. I'm Bree Tennis.
If somebody were to ask you, Freddie, when you were like in middle school, Freddie, little Freddie, good little Freddie, do you like school, Freddie?
No, but it wasn't a choice. You're going.
Well, it was not, yeah, I guess.
Yeah,
some
you're
kids,
going.
because when we did the back to school thing at the mall, thanks for posting a couple of those videos that we did. My heart, man, swell. They were so cute. I asked a couple of little kids, you like, I hate school. One little kid, one little girl, I hate school. Yeah, she's in the 40% that, yeah. Time is 11 minutes to the hour. This is the Valley's Morning News on News Talk 710 KURV. We invite you to join us at Radio Para Mi. Download the free app. I've been telling you for the longest time, for years now, this is the way Chamberlain Roofing and Waterproofing, look at that, it's in the name, precisely what you need for your building. This is how they would like to meet you. You've been hearing me suggest that you call Chamberlain. Well, why don't you do it like right now? In case you missed it, since we're doing the live broadcast, just rewind on YouTube or Facebook or X Live. 956-655-6178. Oh, my goodness. That's why we got to keep the door closed, right? 956-655-6178. Call Chamberlain and ask the good folks there who, again, have almost 130 years of experiences. Awesome roofing company, but state-of-the-art technology to check the condition of your roofing system. Gratis, free, no expense to you. It is an amazing value. Chamberlain Roofing, Waterproofing is a culture of excellence in the services that they provide. Again, this service, the inspection by true pros who know all the systems, commercial systems. Again, free inspection, free report on the condition of your roofing system. You need to know this. So get it done today. Call them, and they like to shake hands with you, exchange contact information. That's it. No obligation. No obligation. I think it's an amazing value. Chamberlain Roofing, waterproofing, top pros, and commercial roofing systems. Again, free inspection at 956-655-6178.
Someone had a birthday.
Yep, 50. Can't believe it.
50 years of wisdom.
Great segue. We have a health reminder from the CDC.
Pneumococcal vaccination is recommended for adults 50 or older. Says here, we're over 6 times more likely to be hospitalized